Only thing on my mind is a guap. True religion on me, Gucci on my sock. Talking like you want it, pull up on your block.
What's good, my young Gerbers, man? It's your boy J2 Liquid, and I'm giving you guys the best stretch big build in NBA 2K19. Now, I've been looking at builds. I'm just trying to help everybody because I usually don't mess with center builds, and I've never made a center. But making this build might give me the hype to make a stretch big. Now, you cannot work with this right now. You're looking at a small forward, I believe. No, power forward. So I'm looking at a power forward, and is because the center builds are actually not good. You cannot make a stretch big for a center. Don't make a center stretch big. Make a power forward stretch big. Even if you don't make the build I'm making, you gotta make sure you want to make a stretch big, he's got to be a small forward. Don't make him a center. But anyway, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel. But let's get right into this video. So this right here is a stretch big, pure stretch big, and you only get 4 badges, 4 Hall of Fame badges. On the center you get 2 Hall of Fame badges, which is like freaking free throw ace and pick and popper. Yeah, free throw ace and pick and popper. If you change your thing to power forward, they give you deep range deadeye and catch and shoot on Hall of Fame. Those are the 2 badges that are added just from changing your player to power forward from center. Now, I'm going to say whatever I'm going to make is going to have to be primary 3-point shot. So let's look at the 3-point shot on the right side as I scroll through the secondary skill. Now, obviously this is going to be the highest for the 3-point rating, 9 out of 23. Let's just look at the 23 number. Let's look at that number. So passing a ball hand is actually at 21, defending's at 19, post scoring's at 20, rebounding's at 19, and I believe driving and finishing is at 19. Shot creating's at 21. Now, let's look at these badges. So, I mean, they don't give you, it's kind of hard to get a stretch big this year. It is a very hard build to make this year. Now, I don't believe there should be that many stretch bigs this year just because of the badges. But it's really, you guys really want to focus on these stats more than the badges. That's the best thing I can tell you guys for this stretch bigs, that you guys want to make stretch bigs. That is the number one thing I'm going to tell you guys. Focus on these stats. Compare the stats instead of comparing the badges. Everybody's focused on the badges. Compare the stats. Don't compare the badges. The only thing that makes this build decent is actually because we have no bronze badges at all. So if you hit 99, everything will be gold and above. If you think about it that way, see, it sounds great. It sounds like a great build. This actually can be a great build. I'm not even gonna doubt this build. This build is actually pretty good. Now, let's keep going. We got the shot creating stretch 4. Now they actually give you limitless range on gold, which is actually pretty good. Honestly, no. That's actually pretty good. So, guys, you're a big man, right? You got post spin technician, bro. This is actually, hold on. This is actually the build. Okay, guys, this is most definitely a build worth trying. Now, let's get right to this. Now, guys, when you're making your build, you guys want to remember what you were focusing on. So you have 3-point first and shot creating second. Now, you do have in the bronze section, you do have some big man badges. So actually, guys, since you are pretty much like a stretch big and a shot creator, I'm gonna say that you guys want to mess with the box out. So I'll say you can make him about, if we're at 6'10", you're really focused on the box out, getting the rebound, strength, block. The layup goes down a little bit, but I'm pretty sure you're a big person, so you're really not gonna be missing layups. You're not gonna really be driving, but you're definitely gonna be able to get rebounds and put them right back. So I will say that 6'11" should be okay. Yes, we're gonna go with 6'11". You don't need vertical because you're already tall. You're 6'11". The basket's not that big. The basket's not freaking 20 feet tall. You don't need vertical. This is a center, so I'm not gonna really worry about the vertical as much. Hopefully that makes sense for you guys, because you already have a 6'11" center. He's pretty big. It's pretty much just very close to the tallest build in the game. I will say focus on a little bit more of the box out, just because the box out is less focused on. Since you are a stretch big shot creator, I don't even know why it's called that. I don't know what it's called. I forgot. Like a sharpshooting shot creator, I guess I'll call it that. Sharpshooting shot creator, I guess. That's what I would call it. I never made a center build, so I'm talking weird right now. Just ignore that. But we're gonna make him 245 just because the box out I want to focus a little bit more on. So for the strength, you will be big, you'll be solid. The contact dunks. So this is the wingspan. Basically, if you guys didn't know, I'm making an all-around stretch big. Basically, that's what this is. It's an all-around stretch big, to be honest. That doesn't even sound right, but that doesn't even sound right, but I just want you guys to have a balanced player, and you won't lack as much as most players in the park. Most centers in the park won't really be focusing on all this. I probably be the only one focusing on this, but I'm helping you guys out, and this most likely will be the best stretch big build in the game. Now let's finish it off with the wingspan. When you guys are thinking about your wingspan, you always want to think about your primary build. So your primary build is a 3-point shooter, so you will have the off dribble mid-range 3. You guys definitely want to have that up there. Now it's even great that they give you the ball control. Now the contested shot 3 you might need just because you're slow and you're big. Maybe think about that. For the contested shot 3, that is really on you guys, because you know centers are slow and they need to pull up fast. Like if you gotta pull up really fast and you want to make a high percentage chance of making that shot, I would say you want to make your wingspan a little bit higher. But that's just on that section. There's really nothing else. But overall your build for a stretch, I would say you would have to make your wingspan lower. Actually, this is what I'm going to say. I know you guys need contested shots because you're a center, and you know you gotta pull up quick, and you're not that fast enough to get yourself open. You can't, but you will find ways to get yourself open. That's why you guys don't need to shoot contested shots, bro. But you really will be deadly if you really focus more on your shooting rather than just pulling up closer, like real. Rather than just pulling up fast in people's faces, bro. You don't need that, to be honest with you. You're already a stretch big. You pretty much will be able to do stuff like that. So I'll say you want to focus more on the open shot and off dribble and mid range, all of that. So I'm going to go lower in the wingspan. So we're going to go at around 88.5. And they even give you a ball control. So you guys won't even be that much trouble double teamed. You'll get a good second, because I know people love double teaming centers and they spam X on the player, but you will have some time to actually pass the ball, get yourself out of there. Maybe you could split 2 defenders. Who knows, bro? You might be a demigod. But yeah, this is definitely the best way to go for a stretch big. Hopefully you guys like my choice. Let me know in the comment section what kind of builds you guys made for a stretch big, or any center builds that you guys recommend in the comment section. Let me know. Subscribe to the channel. Follow me on Twitter. I usually post a lot of 2K news. Anything about 2K is literally on my Twitter account at J2Liquid. Follow me on Instagram. I usually do the same thing. And this been your boy J2Liquid, and I'm out, man.